Well, hello everybody, welcome back. We are today going to do a playthrough level 1. We just got done doing a round of balancing and tuning and some level tweaks. Thank you for everyone that play tested the last version of the level. So this has taken a ton of feedback from all of you. Thank you very much. Hopefully this is moving towards an experience that's a little bit easier. Like I found that was easier for, it was a little too easy for enemies to kind of snowball on the players. So I may have cranked it down a tiny bit, but this is the first level of the game. So we're gonna go with it. So I'm also completely losing perspective because I can't not know where the enemy patterns are and how to like kind of min-max stuff and how weapons work. So I'm really now watching some of my best friends play and and using that goodwill of just those first time playthroughs. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Let me push the right buttons because it's been a week. Buttons to push. Aha. Right, we're starting to collect builds. It's looking pretty good. All right, volume should be better this time around too. Got my PlayStation 5 controller plugged in. All right. Start this bad boy off. I also took the opportunity to realize I'm going to break in. I'm going to basically do a tutorial level. And because I think everything was starting to get too slow in the frontier with people trying to understand things. So I'm going to work on that. Maybe not next. Maybe we'll do a basic version of it. Pardon me. But in lieu of that, I also changed these. These are now, so you have time to at least push all the buttons before the game gets going. And I turned the dialogues into explodey bits. Yeah, totally. Ready?
Super weapon online.
Oh yeah, so now you know you got your super weapon rolling. Change the enemy positioning here. A buddy of mine basically said having maybe a lower pressure scenario where nothing's shooting at you at first. You're just working on dodging. Maybe checking out your weapons. I thought it was good feedback. Yeah, so we changed the enemy spawns. So we changed them up a little bit here. I also dropped the just damage or the life on the robonoids. So problem is you're exploding them before they come into screen, but you know, this is what it is. It's because I know where they're at, right? I might tweak their hit points to be a little bit, like just a little more, but I just wasn't enjoying that really small enemies were taking so long to kill. Not a good trope. That would be the super weapon. Super weapon now gives you back more stars, more points when you from everything that it actually connects with. Woo. Not paying attention. Oh man, I missed that enemy. Changed the vert shot to just have more feedback, which was important. I was finding from playtesting that people weren't, compared to the top weapon, which is immediate, the charge weapons, they just need to have more visual pop and have more value, I think, in terms of what they're doing. They do 3x more damage than the top weapons, but I still may need to increase that. So, but we've done a couple passes across weapons overall. Much more, ooh, I just took damage from that. We tweaked the stasis bullet. I think the spore shot's new compared to last time, or the last playthrough. Bird shot, or not bird shot, but V shot, V laser shot. Also making bullet canceling a little bit more. I think it's probably a little too easy to get your super weapons up, but we'll work on that, especially with some of the other. I think the other weapons. And with the top weapons, the rate at which they fire, they build the super weapon meter really fast. You can see it building in the top there. But as soon as I tweak those robonoid enemy spawns here, much better. Not as crazy. Yeah. We increase the boss health points. Kyoki may or may not have noticed that basically The boss now pushes you further into the corner, gets you out of the, you know, from being stuck in the top. Lots of super weapons, but we're working on it. Oh yeah. Tweak the hit points on these guys a little bit. I still want them to push you back, so you have to move. Oh, took damage from that. Not paying attention. I also need to see if there's a sound effect for when you take damage, because the visuals aren't always enough. This top weapon just slays right now. Amping it up a little bit more with cross enemy sets here, which are kind of nice. We have art replacements for those guys. I'm excited. Feels really good when you get a lot of extra points from using your super weapon too. And the bullet canceling is nice. Change the enemy spawns a little bit with the undead sea dragons. We got new art coming online for those guys too. Oh, I missed that Robinoid in the bottom. Dang it. And I took a couple points of damage. Arguably, it's harder to speak and play, but you know. I think a tiny bit too much time before these guys show up. I think I'll adjust their enemy spawns a little bit. The problem is I think I got to revisit the top weapon here. I think it's doing too much damage. I'll check that after this. Note to self. Again, the snowballing is really tough. I'm trying to make it a little bit easier on players because people are dying a little too much. I want the game to be hard and challenging, but right now it's just, you know, it's too hard. So, but then you're trying to find the right lines and the right balance, and that's also kind of a challenge because when you kind of how everything's going down, you can get on top of enemies. So, you know, we're still alpha. Lots of playtesting still is going to happen. Oh, yeah. Robinogas are great. Still, I think a few too many power-ups. We changed so power-ups, now move, because I really didn't like power-ups getting stuck on the edge of the screen. So they now slide a little bit. And then the health power-ups are AoE collect, so you don't have to get super close to them. Just erring on the side of the player in that case. You see these, I think I showed these bullets last time. But yeah, they're these stasis bullets, and then they have a little bit of homing. Alright. We did some tweaking on the boss, make things a little bit easier. It was, people were able to complete the boss, but it was a little crazy. A tiny bit crazy. Mostly bullet speed was the big one. Alright, come on, we can do this. Switching to lower weapons since I'm hitting the brain there. Alright. Yeah, much easier to kind of navigate through. People are giving feedback on the ship that they like that the ship is big, and that it gives you the ability to think about your space a little differently. Oh, snap it, baps. Oh, took some damage there. Oh man, took 2 hits. You can only get a max of 5 hit points, but you know, I might tune that down. The game is completed. Anyways, thanks for watching. Lots of fun. It's been really cool tweaking and tuning things. And just I'm learning a lot, which is great. I've been researching other shmup designs and bits and bobs there, which have been really, really cool as well. So yeah, you know, like we're doing it. I'm very excited. Thank you everybody that's contributing and sharing and watching, and we'll see you next time.